Hey friends, my name is Shannon, and today I'm going to be showing you how to color grade with a program called CineDream. Final Cut Pro has been my go-to. I love the magnetic timeline. It's just super user-friendly, but where I think it needed a little bit of help, a little lift, was color grading. And so I was first introduced to this program called CineDream Grading back in like 2020, and it was a game changer because it was easy just to adjust the picture with quick keys, and right there on the screen, everything just made sense. But today, I'm going to be showing you a program called CineDream, which is like a revamped version of it. And so what I have here is just some footage that I took of my son and my dogs at home with the Sony a7 IV camera in a log profile. So let's get to it. All right. So here you'll see I just got a bunch of rather neutral looking log footage. And what I'm going to do, I just highlight them all and I apply CineDream to all the clips. And so here, what I'm going to do is just click on the first clip and I'm going to open controls and we launch CineDream. Within here first, the first thing I'm going to input is a LUT. Well, actually, I'm going to change vector scopes real quick. I'm going to go down to Sony S-Log3. We're going to bring back a lot of that fun detail. And here's just kind of everything to taste. So we got 4 options here on the CineDream. And let's see, 3, I'm kind of vibing with 3 a little bit. Make it a little warmer. So right here, I just kind of like to play around to taste. Being that this is something I shot at home, I'm going for more of a warmer tone. My house has kind of some neutral colored walls, but I want to bring up some nice cozy vibes with this shot. So here I'm just adjusting some temperature and some tint here. I'm pretty happy with that. So what I'm going to do, here's where the fun begins. I'm going to start doing some shot matching. So here's all the other clips that I've imported into CineDream, all shot on the same day, same lighting, pretty much. You can see my dogs and my kiddo there. So we highlight all the clips. They're all in the same group here. Basically, I'm just going to match my hero shot, my first shot that I edited, and I'm going to copy the correction over. So we're going to try apply to group and confirm here. And look at that. Looks pretty nice. I think I might still have to make some minor adjustments, so I'm going to adjust the exposure here. Once again, this is all kind of to taste. It's not always just a one and done deal, but I'm going to go to each shot and I kind of go back and forth from left to right to make sure that the right is married up with the left as much as possible. So I might adjust some of the color wheel here. What's nice is you can click on any part of the image and you can adjust the color of that specific section, or you could do the whole picture all together. So here, we're just gonna plow through all this here. Here's where things kind of got a little cool. So we definitely will wanna vamp up the warmer tones in this. So we're gonna go up more into the orange, yellow, red spectrum just to take away some of those harsh, cool tones. My dog over here was kind of in the shadows, which is why after that. Here we got a lot of color. Of course, we got a fun little pineapple blanket on our couch that my kid's sitting on, and my kid's nice, vibrant orange shirt, his big blue eyes. So I want to make sure all those really pop. This is where CineDream just really shines, being able to really fast go through each thing. Notice I'm not toggling on any of the sliders. I'm keeping my cursor within the image itself, and I'm just using quick keys to adjust exposures, color tones, all the hues and saturation levels. It just makes it super easy. And it's one of those that you only need to do it a couple times. It really took me a couple times, just like at the gym, you work out some reps and you kind of get used to it. It might take a bit to get a routine going, but man, quick keys are the game changer and they save so much time, and time, as we know, is money. If you notice, there's some nice haze in a lot of these. A little pro tip for if you're filming indoors and you want some haze, but you don't got a haze machine or a fog machine. I mean, if you're around a stove or something, just cook up some bacon. Dude, it just hazes out the room. Just be careful and mindful of your smoke detector. All right, so here we are going into our final grading. So with this is just to apply that extra cinematic look that we're looking for. Honestly, I'm a big fan of the Drive Rec 709. And what's nice here is that you're able to click on any of these final grades here, and you can adjust accordingly how much you want that to be in there. So I like going right in the middle sometimes. And here we are able to, once again, adjust that overall mix. But what I love about CineDream is that we can also adjust the color within that applied final LUT and not just the overall mix itself, because this one it might make things look a little cool again, a little harsh blue. So I'm going to look at adjust the colors from my original base correction to the final grade. Somewhere in the middle I like to be, because I want to keep those warm tones that I applied on at first. All right, now here's where the fun begins, where CineDream really takes the cake. The CineDream and final grading profile, this is where we get the film look. This is what I think, this is what really brought me into CineDream. I really like the old school filmic look. And so here, we're just adjusting film density here. We're getting a little bit closer to that. We don't want too much, I mean, but it helps to give a nice nostalgic feel. That's what I love about this. Bloom, this is where we get a lot of that iconic old nostalgic look. This is what I really love. Granted, when I shot these shots, I did it on purpose. I even had to close some of the shutters to work with the lighting I had. The sun was shining right in our living room here, but it's gonna really add that nice film, old-timey look. You can also figure out and pinpoint the spots that are being adjusted here by clicking on your lights and your blur here and adjust right here. At this point, I'm still relatively new to this film look spot. I'm still trying to find my groove. So here I'm just kind of toggling, playing with a couple things. Halation, this is where you see those edges really shine and give that iconic film look, where it's not just a edge blur of light, and sometimes you get to see color pop through that red and yellow. Here I'm just trying to figure out what these do here. Once again, I still need to look more, maybe do some research looking into like what really is like that iconic film style. But here it's once again, it's all for play, it's all for show here. This isn't a specific film project, this is just something I filmed for this CineDream demo project here. We're just gonna skim past all of this. All right, and then of course you can't have film without grain, right? Grain is the thing that gives it that archival, old pre 2005, 2000s kind of look. I've really never worked with a software that could get it as close as CineDream does. There are grain effects you can add in Final Cut Pro, but it has this, it's not integrated. It's where it just seems like a glossed over surface, like it's icing on a cake, but it's not an ingredient within the cake itself. Alrighty, I think I'm pretty happy with this look overall, so we're gonna click apply up here and we apply it to all of our shots. Applying the base correction, the shot matching, and all the final grading, and all these shots are on the same page here. So when we go back to Final Cut Pro, boom, it's all integrated. You'll notice I also have this adjustment layer I've put on top. That is what's adding the cinematic bars on the top and bottom. So that's CineDream. It seems pretty simple. It's really user-friendly. It just goes hand in hand with Final Cut Pro so well. So here I'm going to show you side by side what it looks like, the rendered project without the final grading and with the final grading. And the final grading meaning that film look. So here we go. All right, here we have a side-by-side view of with the film look and without the film look. The one on the left is without the film look. We still have that final grade of the Drive Rec 709. On the right, you have that as well, but it has that grain, it has the film look. And you can tell it doesn't have quite the modern, crispy look to it. But that's something that film has done always. It has that older, slightly blurred, hazed over, that baked into the film reel look. And especially with the lights and those little flares it's got, it just has that really sweet nostalgic feel. All right, well, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this, got something from it. Like I said, I'm not a pro color grader. That's where CineDream, I think, really comes into play, is that it makes it usable and easy for anyone who wants to try their hand at any color grading. This was not sponsored by CineDream. This was really just me showing my appreciation for what CineDream has done for me in my projects and how it has just really taken the leap forward from CinemaGrade to CineDream. And I love what it has done. And so yeah, I'm a huge advocate and it's my go-to for any time I need to color something. So hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. God bless.